This is Weed, Wine, and Weirdos. All the views and opinions that are expressed on this show, they're not for children. So if your kids are in the room and they laugh at shit that we say, oh, please believe.
You're probably a bad parent.
So get your kids out the room, y'all. Warning. This is not a test. If this had been a test, it would have been followed up by some bullshit. But instead, the media is using scare tactics to scare us with something no worse than a flu strain. But since the whole world is shut down, we're going to teach you how to survive the corona apocalypse. Step number 1.
Fuck that, Uncle. Let's party.
You know what? You sure the fuck right, buddy. All right, y'all, fuck it. Step 1, get your cannabis. Step 2, roll that shit like that shit, pass that shit. That's how we're going to get along with coronavirus, because it ain't shit.
Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
Well, we'll just shorten this fucking episode.
All right.
By starting over.
So everything we just recorded may or may not have been lost. Welcome to Weed, Wine, and Weirdos. We haven't been sitting here for 45 minutes eating weird food.
Is that how long we've been going?
I don't know. That was just a guess.
That's a good guess.
Probably.
Somewhere around in there.
Somewhere around in there.
So, yeah, welcome to... we don't sound real enthused right now because we've literally...
We're big sad right now.
We've been sitting here for almost an hour recording the fucking show just to find out...
That someone... No, I'm just kidding. I won't point anything.
That our goddamn program, which I know better than to fucking record that long without a break.
Technology.
Failed
us today.
Big fucking time.
But here's a little recap of what... happened.
From what nobody will ever hear.
Today we decided to do our weird food challenge. It's okay. We'll just condense this, and there will be.
We still got more hot chicken.
I'm not doing that again. So, let me just tell you about a few of the weird food combos that we have already tried. This motherfucker made some chicken nuggets so spicy.
I only used ghost pepper sauce.
Hot.
Is it really?
It's still kind of hot. I've eaten about a pound of gummy worms. It has nothing to do with the weird food combos, but I'm about to unbutton my shorts. We tried grapes and blue cheese dressing, which is a little twist on my original plan, which was grapes and blue cheese, which is delicious.
Yeah, grapes and blue cheese dressing is not.
It is not. Do not recommend.
And, I don't think I could have found blue cheese anyway because nobody has their delis open right now.
Right. Here's a couple that I would recommend. And this was a shocker to me.
Oh, the weirdest Oreos. One of the day.
And they're not regular Oreos. They're chocolate marshmallow Oreos with a sliced dill pickle on it. It was really good.
You got to untwist your Oreo and put your pickle in the middle.
On the Oreo.
And I seen this on the video, so I was like, oh, fuck, she's going to hate this.
Mm-hmm.
And that was the whole key component, like, almost behind everything I did. Like, I knew she was going to want to kick my fucking ass for the chicken. I wanted to kick my own ass for the chicken.
The chicken was hot.
We used the ghost pepper sauce on the chicken, and it was like, I mean, it's not overly extremely hot to where you can't function, but I think it was something around 36,000 Scovilles, which is fucking hot. That's... fucking hot.
Yeah, it was miserable. But yeah, the Oreos with the pickles was actually pretty delicious.
That was so good.
Funyuns and Philadelphia cream cheese, I knew was going to be a winner.
It's a perfect smear.
I hate him. It's so good. And then, what else did we do? We did something else.
I can't remember what the fuck it was. But here's what we...
Oh, Dr. Pepper and cheese. Dr. Pepper and cheddar
which
cheese.
is not weird at all.
It's so good.
But it is good. Like,
it's so good.
I can sit there and eat cheddar cheese and drink any fucking thing. Especially like wine. Cheese and wine, they just go together like cocaine and waffles. So what we got coming up on the weird food note for this show? So far we got left. Let me look around the table.
I see some Doritos.
Doritos and marshmallow cream. I think that one's going to be good.
We'll see. I'm going to try it. I've been a trooper so far.
You have.
I'm getting pretty miserable.
I did not figure, like, the first bite of the ghost pepper chicken, she eats it, and she's like, oh, fuck you.
Yeah, and then I ate
the second bite
one.
And then goes after the second nugget. I'd already give up on the shit.
I know. I don't know why I did it, but I did it. And
I'm proud of you. Like, yeah, I followed suit. I'm like, I'm not going to be outdone. So I kind of hated you after the fucking second chicken nugget.
So that's where we are.
We're going to do pickles and honey.
Pickles and honey.
I don't know.
I'm not going to like it.
The pickles and honey, where I've seen this being done at, was on Chris Calico from Strange Music. On his fucking Instagram page, they say this is like one of his favorite things in the world to eat. This motherfucker was sitting there doing, like a COVID-19 PSA.
Right.
And the motherfucker had a plate full of goddamn pickles and honey and just like, and cuts them with a knife and fork and eats them. I'm like, Chris Calico, you on some weird shit.
That's
the fact that you just cut a pickle with a knife and fork. Like, that's like you're not being proper. So, yeah, we're still on lockdown. Of course, the whole fucking world is.
Yep.
And we miss our other co-host. See, at least I get to retract my previous statement from earlier.
I know. I'm kind of not sad that you missed a lot of the conversation that we had. But now we get a chance to start over. Start fresh. Happy Wednesday.
That's what the whole world has done.
If you're happy whatever day you're listening to this.
Yeah.
If you're listening to this, all two of you.
But if you're one of the... God damn.
I'm just kidding.
I know she is. I don't know how many specific downloads we had just on one particular streaming service. Of course, you can't really download off Spotify and all that shit.
Yes, you can.
I mean, you can, but you don't get credit for downloads.
Right.
We had 500 downloads in the last 3 weeks.
Nice.
Just on the lowest streaming form we have, which is Podbean. Not saying nothing bad about Podbean. That's where our RSS feed goes out worldwide to all the streaming services. Just on that little bitty one alone, we had 500 downloads.
That's pretty cool.
Usually, your fucking streaming ratio to download ratio is about 20,000 times higher. Because most people don't download a 3-hour fucking podcast. Saved to the hard drive on their phone.
And we've decided to cut the length of our rambling.
Yeah, because we got really long-winded last week.
We did. It was a great time. And I could talk for hours about the Tiger King. But,
at some point we're going to get into that again.
I know. I'm trying not to, because I literally am just so obsessed with it.
Because a minute ago when we were going to break, which ended up restarting this fucking show, that was the first thing I asked. Like, all right, how many times you watch Tiger King now? Because she's fucking obsessed with this show.
What was it, 3? 3 times.
3, yeah. Like, we talked about it last episode. The next day, I get this Snapchat picture. And it's the start of fucking Tiger King. I was like, oh, dear God.
Well, it's because Friday, I get a message that was like, we're watching Tiger King again, and we're playing the Carol Baskin drinking game. So every time they say Carol Baskin's name, you have to take a shot or whatever.
Do you have to take a double shot for when you're, fuck Carol Baskins?
No, I don't.
That fat bitch Carol Baskin?
I obviously did not participate.
I know. But
it was.
Sitting there judging the whole competition, I think you should have to take extra for when your host says it. Anybody else?
What's funny is there's that one episode where they just have that little montage of him going, Carol Baskin, Carol Baskin, Carol Baskin this, and it's like, shot.
Yeah, I think
that will fuck you up. Don't do it.
I mean, just drinking beer. Just a 1 ounce drink of beer every time they say that fucking name would fuck you up.
Yeah, they say it a lot.
Have you ever done a power hour?
No.
Do you know what a power hour is?
No.
Okay. We used to do this shit in college, and we did it in the bars all the time. A power hour, and it sounds very, very simple. You sit down at a table, And for 60 straight minutes, once a minute, you drink a small shot glass, 1 ounce shot glass, full of beer.
That's easy.
Is
Easy
it?
enough?
Is it?
Sounds easy enough.
Come September, we're going to have a power hour.
Well,
I can tell you like this. I participated in many. And you can't get up to piss. You can't get up to do anything. It's 1 hour. 1 a minute. Every minute you're taking a shot of beer. You cannot stand up from that goddamn table at the end of the hour.
I feel like I could prove you wrong. I like beer. I feel like I could put down some beer with no problem.